All right, hey guys, welcome to my live stream. We're gonna be playing Madden. It's the only game I have in my library, also. So, yay! So we're gonna play that. Just got done playing Call of Duty Warzone. Ugh. We finished fourth in our last game, so it's kind of disappointing. It is what it is. But you know, what are you gonna do? Let's play some Madden, and I like playing this game. So, excuse my dogs, or not my dogs, but the dogs in the house are pet sitting for. They're growling. You can hear that. Alright. I lost a heartbreaker earlier. I lost one heartbreaker. I lost miserably. I just like playing football in general, so yeah, 5-5 looks okay, man, but I shouldn't have lost that previous game, and it sucked. Hey, you guys. Give it a rest.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Green Bay. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Right.
They will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
We'll try to score quickly.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. There goes a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Draw play. This is Henry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down. Tannehill. And it's incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a yardage, but in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
stick, 2nd and 15. Here's Tannehill. It's incomplete.
Wow.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Wow.
The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Wow.
And 15. Again, Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 25.
But forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 23-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill rolling to his right.
Oh, wow.
Coverage, and it's intercepted.
Are you serious right now? The guy gave up his run?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
That was
But here's the
stupid.
thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well.
Stars out there,
That
man.
interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to... Chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We're scoreless after 1.
2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers
Hey.
in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Being chased out left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And Adams has it complete. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The 49-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones.
Yeah, almost had it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain on the play. It's 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete.
Nice job.
And he's
That was
taken
nice.
down inside the 30.
I didn't even think about that.
They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured
he missed that.
touchdowns
Wow.
as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful.
tough for
This
me.
one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Forced out.
Oh, no.
He can't find anywhere to go.
Damn, man.
And he goes down.
I hit the speed.
Zadarius Smith. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Is a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Yeah.
And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
I needed that, man.
Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack up.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 22-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm.
I don't blame you, man. Get out of here. It's done. You're finished. Toast. What are you going to do when I'm not even that good? I'm trying to play. I haven't played in 2 years. So. And I didn't even quit. Lola. Hey, Lola.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
What are you eating?
Fireworks,
Stop.
pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And all the Chiefs have it.
Kick is recovered by the Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Hey,
Brandon, when we
you
saw
guys.
the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? I have to believe. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7 yards pickup brings up 2nd.
Derrick Henry. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone's...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead.
That was not a designed run.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a pass,
Where you-
but it turned into an
Lay down,
exceptional
Lola.
run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Chiefs, nothing.
Goskowski the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steven Goskowski set to kick off.
Goskowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Calm down, Lola.
Fielded in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call green light, red light.
Lola.
Green light means
Lola.
go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on
Lola.
that red light.
Don't do that.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They'd
Stop.
love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the...
Make another one quit. Hey! Stop, Lola. Make another one quit. Let's keep them quitting. Actually, I'm gonna pause real quick. I'm gonna stay in the stream, and I'll be right back. I like it when you get to win when they quit, man. I'll take it. Giving up, man. And I play pretty fast. So, I don't understand what they're scared of.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience.
Alright.
Running up a check, trying to run
Quitting
an
on me
operation.
on this
Went broke
game,
in the
so.
check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know
Hey,
about me. You don't
Lola?
know, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
I'm definitely going to
Flag on the play. Yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I'll run up in the back.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Titans kicker Steven
First time trying to
Gostkowski
go
ready
up
to do
against
the honors, and we
Mr.
are
Brady
underway in
Madden
Nashville.
here.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
I think I got myself a pretty simple game plan here.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans.
Oh, wow.
7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Mike
Good job.
Evans, 55 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Titans nothing. Bradley
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Henry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Davis.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now it's Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the...
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he will have a Titans 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st and 10. At
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Back at the 38-yard line.
Let's go. 20. Push him back. Push him back.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Not terrible. He scored already, but nothing. I haven't seen anything that I like.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To the air again, Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 34 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, starting to get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes,
Lola.
in this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Hey.
Gostkowski set to
I
kick
don't know,
off.
bro.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
No, Lola.
To begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through.
Fournette on the
The
carry.
linebacker William Compton in on the tackle.
37-yard
Well, on
line.
every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Brady's pass.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Gain of 18.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much
Well, you
more
can show that all
successful
you
as
want,
well.
man.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Made by Kevin Byard. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard
Not
line.
gonna matter, buddy.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and goal, Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
Touchdown.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Buccaneers 14, Titans 7.
Back in the end zone.
Now
Four.
Pinion with the kickoff
down.
honors following the touchdown.
Doesn't make any sense.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. There to stop it was Carlton Davis. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up.
Now it's Tannehill.
At the 34-yard line.
And that'll be
Are you serious? He dropped that?
Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Tannehill. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. JPP. Cruising in for the sack that time. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. Tannehill. And now he lost the ball. Tannehill loses it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Oh, come on.
Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. They show run with three tight ends here on first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean,
and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Oh, wow.
Try for Brown, and it's intercepted.
That was nice.
Picked off by Levante David.
I'm not going to argue that.
Left side.
Wow.
It's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 21-7.
You know, what are you going to do?
Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It happens.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Titans take over.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his crew will take over with a football.
How are you able to hang? You know what? Look at my record.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe it's
game's not hurting me.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one. No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Brady now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 29, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Levante.
Serious, man? Like, that guy's everywhere.
As he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
1st and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback.
There's nobody over there. It should be intentional ground.
It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Brings up fourth.
On fourth down, Ryan Suckup now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
6-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Back now in Nashville.
Awful.
Where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff
Losing
following
awfully.
the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Lucy.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Everywhere it's like, and they mark them like it's so stupid.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Thank you.
They're sort of seeing
Jeremiah,
themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
But I think the ball's out.
Nope.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But
Thank
in
you
that
for
portion of the
subscribing.
field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tannehill now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find
Nice.
the receiver, and he's
I got
brought
you.
down. William Golston. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I had nowhere to go with that, man. Literally.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill.
Oh my gosh!
Intercepted for the 4th time.
Jeez
today.
Louise, man. Are you
Picked up
serious?
by Sean Murphy bunting.
Ugh.
Across midfield.
Angry
and
face.
down to the 48-yard line.
First and 10.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock,
I wasn't going to win the game.
Following the
I was
pickup of
down.
4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Wasn't going to win the
He
game.
takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
He's tackled.
Brandon, I've got to think this
Hope you
offensive line's got
survive.
some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, so too
It's
slow.
caught. Jones.
My guy was
And
too
he
slow
will
trying to
get
come up
into
to me.
the end zone. It's a
Hey, I'll lose the game. I'm on the even record here, so.
even though they've
You know,
got this
you
big
guys,
advantage,
you're not
Charles,
hurting
they
me
are
here.
not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even
I get points too when I do this.
They're going to fake it. And
But
Brady,
now
the
it says
tight
my
end's
arm,
got it.
like-
And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone
I'll
here
score
for
again.
2 more. And that's something you almost
Blaine
never
Gabbert.
see nowadays.
Come on, man.
When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
First and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds.
I don't get how he couldn't get by that guy. This is crazy.
Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And 7.
From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Oh my gosh, that guy's everywhere, man.
Interception. Picked up by Levante David. Come on and get it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense.
Been trying to beat me down ever since.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Well, let's score first. But.
And the Titans are going to recover the football.
I'm going to kick a field goal.
They felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the Bucs 41-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and the lead will swell by one more.
Bradley Pinion to kick.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Just got to keep all the negative and
taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I would, because
Yeah, I
now
messed
he's
up
not
in
going
the
to erase
beginning,
what's
man.
happened
Oh,
during the
dude.
game.
I mean, I was taking this serious, man, but like, come on.
Find out where the game was really lost, but this is
Let him
not a
run up the
situation
score.
now where you're going to
Let him
make up
do
for
it, I
it.
guess. I mean, that's what, you can't. That game was horrible. But I still have a
The
positive record.
defensive
So.
guys, they're just saying,
That's
hey,
the most
put
important
those
part
points
to me,
up
I
every
guess.
week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a
You gotta have
totally
humility
different
in this
style
game.
and a different flow.
Lola! Yeah, that one right there was kind of crap. Because they had coverage on it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the
Yeah, 94
NFL
rushing yards.
on EA
What the hell's
Sports.
going on?
With that, we sign off from Nashville.
I like how Tannehill gets mad at himself when he's like, he didn't bring it home. What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? The quality was good. Nothing wrong with the game. I just finish it out. Doesn't matter. You can't not finish it out.
Yeah, I use a dub.
That's
I'm
why
a
I'm
win.
ranking
I
at
won't lose with
2.5%.
this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob.